I am a proud Zambian. I am a proud African. And every 24th October of each year, I am reminded of the fight that Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, our first Republican president, and his comrades had to put forth before the foreigners, before the colonial masters, the people that had taken Abena Zambia Hungoni. My fellow Zambians, my fellow Africans, I would like to remind you that in our country, Zambia, our national anthem has even lost the meaning. Stand and sing of Zambia, proud and free, land of work and joy in unity. The question is, whenever we are celebrating our 24th October Day, the Independence Day, what do we celebrate? Whenever I sing the national anthem, and I am reminded of a line that says, Africa is our own motherland, fashioned and blessed by God's good hand. And later on, I come to realize that a lot of things that are happening in Africa alone, the businesses are not in our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that the national anthem I'm talking about has lost meaning, just like the day that we celebrate our independence. Because when we are celebrating the independence, we are only being reminded of the fight that Dr. Kenneth Kaunda had put forth with his comrades. What about our generation right now? If Dr. Kaunda fought for this country with his comrades, they only fought for the political independence of which we can see. We can freely move in our country, and it is the foreigners that have to go to the immigration office to extend their days. Meaning, politically, as a nation, we are free. Let's talk of the economy. In my country, Zambia, almost everything, including what I'm wearing right now, from clothes to the last hair, is foreign. There is nothing that is being produced in my country. I therefore challenge the youth out there to say, as we are approaching the day of voting for our leaders who are going to take on the mantle of power to take Zambia for another 5 years, we will end up seeing ourselves killing each other as long as we don't realize that the political independence was fought for some time back. Right now, what we need to fight for is the economic independence. Yes, on the 12th of August, I am going to cast my vote for the preferred leaders that I have up there. But the issue that we are seeing in our country, people killing each other, when where we are coming from the Stone Age and whatever age, people fought for political independence. All I can say is, as long as we don't realize that what we need right now is to have the economy in our hands, we'll continue voting for wrong reasons. That's one. And secondly, as long as we don't realize that what we need is the economic independence in our hands, we need the economy in our hands as Zambians, we will continue killing each other. Look at the filling stations that are being built in our country. Why, instead of fighting in our minds and blaming the foreigners, why don't we look at the people that are doing filling stations and partner with them? What about people that are in the fashion industry? What about the people that are in the food industry? Why don't we learn from these foreigners that are doing business in our country and work with them? As a nation, as long as we do not produce, there is nothing that we are going to do. We are a country that is endowed with natural resources, and we are fifth in the world, Africa. And number 17 in the whole world, a nation endowed with natural resources. But when we look at ourselves, we are found amongst the poorest in the nation, in the world, which is not supposed to be the case. What am I talking about? What I'm talking about is simple. We have more than 58 million hectares of land which is arable, but we are failing to produce even cassava. Producing with the latest in 2017, when Nigeria produced 20% of the cassava that was produced and exported to the world. That was equivalent to 57 million metric tons plus. Other countries were Malawi, other countries were Congo DR, Benin. They produced cassava that is needed for ethanol in most of the industries. And Zambia, with the whole land that we have, which is arable, we produced nothing but only for subsistence. We have the copper, but we cannot even produce a simple plug. All I'm saying is that if we love our country, we need to know that leaving the economy in the hands of foreigners is like having a wife and asking your neighbor to love on your behalf, like my mentor puts it. I therefore challenge every Zambian out there that this is not the time for us to cry for employment because our population is not the same. This is a time to realize that we need skills that are going to make us produce and even feed Africa. We shall continue to kill ourselves during the time of elections as long as we don't realize that we are not each other's enemy, but the enemy we have is poverty. Therefore, to the people that are highly educated and the people that are still going to school, I want to challenge you that if you are going to school so that you can come and get employed, you are going to school for a wrong reason.